10 historical figures whose body parts are on display. 1. Albert Einstein. Brain. Einstein's brain was stolen after his death. In 1955, Dr. Thomas Harvey examined Einstein's body. He took the brain for his private studies. Harvey and the brain were tracked down in 1978. The brain has been dissected. Slices of it are on display at the Mutter Museum in Philly. 2. Jeremy Bentham. Head and skeleton. The English philosopher was mummified after death. His skeleton and head were deliberately preserved. They were put in a wooden cabinet called the autoicon. The skeleton was padded out with hay. It's dressed in Bentham's clothes. The autoicon can be seen at the University College London. The head, however, was disfigured and isn't displayed. 3. Galileo Galilei. Middle finger. Galileo died in 1642, but someone dug him up 95 years later. The grave robbers stole a tooth and some fingers. The relics stayed in the robber's family for generations. In 2009, 2 fingers and a tooth turned up at an auction in Italy. They're housed at the Museo di Storia della Scienza in Florence. 4. Gautama Buddha. Tooth. Siddhartha Gautama died sometime between 410 and 370 BC. The founder of Buddhism was cremated. A follower reportedly took several relics from his ashes. One of them was a tooth. It's now enshrined at the Temple of Sacred Tooth Relic in Kandy, Sri Lanka. 5. John Wilkes Booth. Vertebrae. Abraham Lincoln's assassin died in 1865. After the autopsy, the U.S. Army removed several of his vertebrae. They were preserved for some reason. You can check them out at the National Museum of Health and Medicine in Silver Spring, Maryland. 6. Bernadette Soubirous. Body. At 14, Bernadette allegedly saw 18 visions of Virgin Mary. The girl lived in Lourdes, France. Mary told Soubirous of a spring with healing powers. People built a shrine on the spot. Lourdes has become a place of pilgrimage. Bernadette was made a Catholic saint. Church officials dug up her body and coated it in wax. She's displayed in Nevers, France, at St. Gildard Convent. 7. Ludwig van Beethoven. Skull fragments. Beethoven's skull fragments were stolen. The physician who certified his death kept them for himself. The bone pieces passed through several hands. They ended up on loan to the Ira F. Brilliant Center for Beethoven Studies at San Jose State. 8. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Skull. Mozart's skull was stolen by a gravedigger. It's not clear what happened to it then. 110 years later, it entered the International Mozarteum Foundation in Salzburg, Austria. Tests haven't been able to verify the skull's origin. 9. Various dictators. Complete bodies. Vladimir Lenin's body is on permanent display. It's kept in the Lenin Mausoleum in Moscow's Red Square. Mao Zedong has a similar mausoleum in Tiananmen Square in Beijing. Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are likewise on display. They are kept at the Kumsasan Palace of the Sun, Pyongyang. Ho Chi Minh's body lies in a granite mausoleum in Hanoi, Vietnam. Ferdinand Marcos's body is similarly displayed in Batak, Philippines. 10. Grigoria Rasputin. Penis. The Russian mystic died in 1916. Somehow, his penis ended up separated from the body. The 13-inch long appendage is displayed at the Museros Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia. There's no proof it's real, however.